Students, today we'll see cash flow from financing activities as operating and investing activities are already completed. We also don't have much questions on financing activities. I've searched the book and found only few questions. Let us see them. Question number 32. From the following information, calculate cash flow from financing activities for the year 1st April 18 and 31st March 19. The balances are given. That is for 18-19 and for 18-19 only. The opening and closing balances are given. Long-term loan where 2 lakh and 2,50,000 at the end. What does it mean is long-term loan have been taken during the year for rupees 50,000. At the opening of the year it was 2 lakh. At the closing it was 2,50,000. You can see here on 31st March 19 as given in this figure. 2 lakh and 2,50,000. Next, during the year the company repaid a loan of 1 lakh. What we see from this figure is 50,000 loan was obtained during the year because the opening balance was 2 lakh and the closing was 2,50,000. But the additional information given to us is during the year the company repaid a loan of 1 lakh. For solving this type of question, you need to prepare one account that will be helping you. So this is long-term loan, so we'll prepare a long-term loan account that is given in the book already. Let us see this. Long-term loan account. Now loan is a liability, so it will always have a credit balance, so it will start from this side by balance BD. The opening balance was given as rupees 2 lakh, so we have written here 2 lakh. Loan repaid during the year was 1 lakh. It is given in the question. So when loan is having a credit balance, it is starting this side. When you repay the loan, it will go to the debit side. To bank account, loan repaid. We have repaid the loan through bank, rupees 1 lakh. Also, what we can see here is the closing balance is given to us, rupees 2,50,000. So we'll put the balance CD this side. Since balance BD is appearing on the credit side, the balance BD is on the credit side, so balance CD will always come on the debit side. To balance CD, rupees 2,50,000. You can see here. After you balance the account, you will find out the new loan raised or the additional loan taken during the year. So 1 lakh plus 2,50,000 is 3,50,000. 3,50,000 when you write this side and balance the figure, the balancing figure is 1,50,000. That is the new loan raised during the year. So 1,50,000 is the new loan taken. Also the loan repaid was 1 lakh. So 1,50,000 is new loan taken. So it is resulted in a cash inflow of rupees 1,50,000. Whenever you raise a new loan, it will result in cash inflow. So 1,50,000 is the new loan taken. 1,50,000 cash inflow. Cash outflow, the loan repaid, that is 1 lakh. So whenever you subtract 1 lakh from 1,50,000, the net cash flow during the year will be rupees 50,000. 1,50,000 minus 1 lakh, that is 50,000 during the year cash flow from financing activities. So the cash flow from financing activities for this question will be 50,000. Let us also compare it with the answer. It is given here, cash flow from financing activities rupees 50,000. Let us see one more question on financing activities. See here question number 34. From the following extracts of balance sheet of X Limited, calculate cash flow from financing activities. Here the balances are given for 2 years, 31st March 19 and 31st March 2018. First of all, we have equity share capital 5,25,000 and 4 lakh. Next we have 10% preference share capital 4 lakh and 5,50,000. Next, security premium reserve 2,25,000 and 1 lakh. And at last we have 12% debentures 4 lakh and 3 lakh. So these are the information given. Let us see what are the additional informations. Equity shares were issued on 31st March 2019. So at the end of the current year, the equity shares were issued. Next, interim dividend on equity shares was paid at the rate of 15%. Also, interim dividend was paid at the rate of 15%. Next is preference shares were redeemed on 31st March 2019 at a premium of 5%. The redemption of preference shares were also done on 31st March 19, that is the end of the current year, at a premium of 5%. So you also paid premium on redemption of preference shares at the rate of 5%. Premium paid was debited to the statement of profit and loss. So this statement will come to the operating activities. In the net profit before tax and extraordinary items, we will be writing there. So we don't need to deal with this part, the second line of this statement. Point number 3, the second line will not be dealt here. On the first line, we will see preference shares were redeemed on 31st March 19 at a premium of 5%. The second line will be dealt with in operating activities. The last point, point number 4, is 12% debenture of face value of rupees 1 lakh were issued on 31st March 2019. 12% debentures of 1 lakh were also reissued at 31st March 19. That is also the end of current year. So this is the question. Now let us check the solution for this. First of all, we are beginning with net profit before tax and extraordinary items. Sorry, this is not the solution. In the books of X Limited, you can see here cash flow from financing activities, particulars, detail and amount. Directly we can start here the question, because we are not preparing the operating activities. If you prepare the operating activities, then you need to start from the net profit before tax. Since we are preparing only the financing activities, here you can directly go to the items of cash inflow and outflow. So the first item, as we can see here, is equity share capital. It was 5,25,000 at the end of the current financial year, and the end of the previous financial year it was 4 lakh. So 4 lakh and 5,25,000. So 1,25,000 is the difference, and it is added up. It is increased. So when share capital is increased, that means we have issued new equity shares. Whenever we have issued new equity shares, the difference is 1,25,000. So rupees 1,25,000 new equity shares were issued. However, you can also see here security premium reserve have also increased from 1 lakh to 2,25,000. Earlier it was 1 lakh, now it has raised to 2,25,000. The security premium reserve, here you can see the security premium reserve. Since it has increased, that means the shares were issued at a premium. Rupees 1,25,000 is the increase in equity share, as well as 1,25,000 is the increase in the security premium reserve. So since other items like preference shares were redeemed and debentures of face value were reissued, so we can understand that this security premium reserve is only for the equity share that are issued. So 1,25,000 of security premium reserve and 1,25,000 of the equity shares, together it becomes 2,50,000. So proceeds from the issue of equity shares will be 2,50,000. Here we can show it in the working note also. I have given a reference working note 1. Let us move on to working notes. Here you can see issue of equity shares rupees 1,25,000, that is 5,25,000 minus 4 lakh, as well as security premium rupees 2,25,000 minus rupees 1 lakh. It is also 1,25,000 plus 1,25,000, it is 2,50,000. So you can write here proceeds from issue of equity shares 2,50,000. Next, preference shares were redeemed, so it will not be a cash inflow, it will be cash outflow. Security premium reserve, we have dealt it. And now it is 12% debentures. From 3 lakh it became 4 lakh. You can see here from 3 lakh the debentures have gone to 4 lakh. So there is an increase of rupees 1 lakh in the 12% debentures. That means more debentures have been issued during the year, and also it is told in the additional information that the debentures were issued on 31st March 2019. So the debentures of rupees 1 lakh were issued. So proceeds from the issue of debentures rupees 1 lakh you can write. Nothing else cash inflow was there, so I have added the cash inflows. 2,50,000 and 1 lakh will give you rupees 3,50,000. You can see here that is rupees 3,50,000. Next, let us see the cash outflows. Preference shares were redeemed. So it is given here 10% preference share capital of rupees 4 lakh. Earlier it was 5,50,000. From 5,50,000 2018 it becomes rupees 4 lakh in 2019, means rupees 1,50,000 10% preference shares were redeemed during the year. And when it was redeemed, the date is also given at the end of the year, 31st March 2019, at a premium of 5%. So since the preference shares were redeemed at a premium of 5%, you also need to pay 5% extra while redeeming that preference shares. So rupees 1,50,000 is the face value of the preference shares redeemed plus 5%. 1,50,000 plus 5% of 1,50,000 is rupees 7,500. Together it becomes 1,57,500. Redemption of 10% preference share is rupees 1,57,500. 1,50,000 plus 5% of 1,50,000, that is 7,500. When you add both, you will be getting 1,57,500. Next, all the 4 items of the table given here is dealt. Now we'll see the additional information. Equity shares were issued on 31st March 19, that we have seen. Proceeds of equity shares. Interim dividend on equity share paid was 15%. We have also paid an interim dividend of 15% on the equity shares. Now the question arises, on which equity shares? The previous balance, that is 4 lakh, or rupees 5,25,000, the current balance? but it is clearly mentioned the equity shares were issued on 31st March 19. Since the new equity shares were issued at the end of the current year, so you will not be providing dividend on the new equity shares. You will only be providing the dividend on the previous equity share, that is 4 lakh. So 15% of 4 lakh interim dividend will be provided at the rate of 15% of 4 lakh. That will provide you rupees 60,000. So here it is written interim dividend paid on equity shares is rupees 60,000. Since these items are of cash outflow, so they are written in bracket so that to denote these items are in negative. Next we'll see preference shares were also redeemed. Preference shares were of rupees 5,50,000, then it became rupees 4 lakh, means 1,50,000 rupees preference shares were redeemed. And what is the rate of dividend on preference share? That is given here 10%. It is 10% preference share capital. Now 10% preference share capital means you need to pay dividend or the preference dividend at the rate of 10%, and preference shares were redeemed on 31st March 19, means at the end of the current financial year the preference shares were redeemed. So what we understand from here is you need to pay 10% preference share dividend on the full amount of preference shares held during the previous year. So 5,50,000 was the preference shares held during the previous year. Even in the current year, at the end of current year it were redeemed. So you need to pay 10% preference dividend on rupees 5,50,000. So here I have written preference dividend paid. 10% of 5,50,000 is 55,000. It is written here. The last item is 12% debentures. On 12% debentures also you need to pay interest. Whether it is given in the question or not to pay interest, always remember you need to pay interest as well as preference dividend on these items. So 12% debentures, rupees 3 lakh it was during the previous year and during the current year also. At the end of current year it is given here, debentures of rupees 1 lakh were issued on 31st March 19. At the end of current financial year, rupees 1 lakh debentures were reissued, it were issued. So the increase in 12% debentures is rupees 1 lakh. Now you need to pay 12% interest on 3 lakh, not on 4 lakh, because during the previous year as well as the current year the debentures held was rupees 3 lakh. So 12% of 3 lakh when you pay, it becomes 36,000. Interest on 12% debentures paid is rupees 36,000. Addition I have already shown you, 2,50,000 plus 1 lakh, that is 3,50,000. This is the cash inflow. If you check the cash outflow, it is redemption of 10% preference share capital, interim dividend paid on equity shares, preference dividend paid, and interest on 12% debentures paid. If you add all the cash outflows, it comes to 3,08,500. Here you can see 3,50,000 were the inflows and 3,08,500 is the outflow. When you take the sum of this cash inflow and cash outflow, it comes to 41,500. This is the cash flow from financing activities. You can write it in this way and you can end the question. Now this was question for cash flow from financing activities. When I check more questions that are of investing and financing, operating and investing, more questions are not available for financing activities. So we'll move on. One more question is here. You can say this also. XYZ Limited provided the following information. Calculate net cash flow from financing activities. First of all, it is equity share capital. You can see here on 31st March 19 and 31st March 18. That is 10 lakh and 12 lakh. So at the end of previous year it was 10 lakh. At the end of current year it is 12 lakh. Means rupees 2 lakh equity shares